the European Union is a continuation of Germany by other means. Something which seems to me to be so obvious that it barely needs saying, but on the other hand, which many people find shocking.
I think that the time is very near that we're going to decide on a European army in the European Union.
I will create a grand army of the Republic to counter the increasing threats of the separatists.
It's a lack of common governance. It's a lack of shared sovereignty. It's a lack of unity in Europe. What is the cause of this crisis?
In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire for a safe and secure society.
The European Union offered very large financial blandishments to Ukraine to end its non-alignment and to enter the European Union NATO camp. Russia responded, first of all, by making plain that it strongly disapproves of this, and secondly, by offering its own, actually much more generous package of financial help to Ukraine. When the then president of Ukraine wavered over this and eventually decided that he would go with the Russian package, he was overthrown by a mob putsch in which quite a large number of Ukrainian policemen were shot dead. There's no question of the violence, in which he was ultimately chased from office by a large and uncontrollable mob, of how deep the Western involvement was in that overthrow.
That the European Union has helped to start the worst European war of my lifetime in Ukraine. And there's absolutely no doubt at all that European Union aggression into that area, its attempt to deneutralize Ukraine and align it with the European Union and NATO bloc, has led to a very, very serious conflict. So to call it a bringer of peace is laughable. The people of Ukraine overthrew their government in a mob putsch, which overthrew a legitimately elected president, whom you describe in your film as a dictator. Now, if you think that simply because you don't like somebody, you can annul his election and describe him as a dictator, that's your idea of journalism. It's a very odd way of proceeding. He was legitimately elected. He could have been removed by another election. He was overthrown by a violent mob putsch in which at least 20 police officers were killed. And you call that democratic?
Oh, I know democracy is not popular with you lot.